Hey everybody, today I want to talk about the Rode Video Micro shotgun microphone that I just got. I'm going to do a quick review without a lot of tech spec, geek speak, and then we'll do some demos, and I'm going to show you some tricks and some tips on how to get the most out of this little mic. So I just got this up here in Canada. I paid $70 with taxes. So right off the bat, for $70, you're not getting a professional mic. It's a prosumer type of product, but it will improve your audio quality over the built-in mics on the camera, especially with the tips and the tricks I'm going to show you on how to use it. So for $70, you get the mic, the shock mount. Of course, you get the mini stereo cable, and you get the little Furmaster, the dead cat, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to demo that too in the wind. I hope I get a windy day down at the beach and I'm going to demo that. The first thing I want to talk about is the rig I'm using and why. Right now I've got it mounted on a tripod here just for demonstration with the Insta 360 selfie stick and the Insta 360. Now, the reason I got this mic is just to improve my audio quality in the field, and I don't do much action camera 4K stuff. If I'm doing something like a documentary style project or whatever, I use this camera here. It's a professional Sony camera. And I do that. I don't do much 4K action. So I got this mostly to do 360 video. I live on Vancouver Island, and there's a lot of spectacular places out here that I want to showcase on my YouTube channel, Vancouver Island 360. So that's the setup. That's what this camera's for, and that's what I got the mic for. And because I'm doing 360, I don't want the mic up here on top of the camera, because a lot of the stuff, I'm posting stuff people will be watching in virtual reality with their Oculus Quest headset on. And if the camera's right here, it's going to be really intrusive. You're going to see it. So I wanted to get the mic away from the camera. So I found this clip that I've been hanging on to for years, thinking one day I'm going to use that clip for something, and sure enough, it's working perfect for this. So I can clip this onto my selfie stick or my tripod, and then I can get the mic away from the camera. And even now I can extend the camera, this extends up about 27 inches. So that if you're watching this in 360, the mic's going to be down there, and it's not going to be that obtrusive. I even have an extender rod that I made for like $10. I'm going to do a video on that. And I can extend that up to 6-7 feet. And then the mic is going to be way down there, and it's not going to really bother you that much. And the way I accomplish that is with a mini stereo extension cable. I've had this for years, and it's a decent quality one. I think I paid maybe $10 or $15 for it. Having said that, if you're going to do this, and you should do this, don't buy a cheap one online. I got this for a couple of bucks, and I bought this so I could use headphones at night when I'm watching TV, so I could get away from the TV and put headphones on while I was watching it. $2 or $3. The first time I used it, some stereo channels were dropping out. It's crap. Don't get a cheap one. Go to your local supplier, like a Source or whatever, and get a good one. Spend $10 or $15 and get a good one. And I'm going to demo this, and as well as the windsock and the other things. But that's my setup. That's my rig, and I wanted to show you that. It comes with a shock mount, and that's kind of a neat feature. But the hole on the bottom is a 3/8. The hole on the bottom of the hot shoe is a 3/8, and I've never seen that before in an audio setup. Back to my rig, I've got an old mic clip here, and it just screws onto a 1/4 inch screw that's on the bottom of this clip. And I would use this anyway because I'm going to need something that I can easily clip into and take the mic out of. So I needed that clip. I needed that kind of a setup anyway. This here, which is nice, if all you're going to do is leave your mic on the camera, it's kind of a neat feature, shock mount, but it is a bit difficult to get the mic in and out of that hole. It's a bit tight, which is good, but for my purposes, I needed the quick release. So I just want to touch briefly on the tripod. I'll be using this a lot with my Insta360 as well as my SLR. And I found this online for like $17. And if you are going to get a tripod, make sure you get one with the quick release. That's what you want. You want a quick release, and then you can run and gun, and it's really handy. And it also gives you a place to. It also gives you a nice safe place to put your camera, to put your Insta360 when you're not, if you want to put it down and walk around. Okay, so let's get into the demo segment of this video. I'm about 12 inches from the camera, and I've got the Rode microphone plugged in. And let's compare that. Let's compare that now to the camera mic. Okay, the Rode's unplugged, and I'm about the same distance from the camera. So let's compare that sound. Okay, so we're on the camera mic, the built-in camera mic, and my mouth is about 4 feet away from the Insta360 camera. Let's have a listen to that and see how that sounds. Let's listen to this. Now you can see I've got the mic about 10 inches, 12 inches below my mouth, and you're going to hear a big difference in the quality of the audio. I've done this for years using extension cables to get my shotgun mic closer to my mouth or closer to somebody that I was interviewing. And this way here saves you having to get a lav mic, get a lavalier microphone, or even more money spent on a wireless lavalier microphone. I've done this for years in documentaries, and it works just fine. So you can see there's a big difference there. I'm going to go outside, and I want to do some more some audio samples outside, as well as we're going to test the windsock. Okay, so we're outside, and I'm on the camera mic. I'm on the built-in camera mic. I'm about 20 inches away from the camera. And we actually do have a little bit of wind out here today. Not much. There's just a little bit of a breeze. And there's some bird song out there as well. I live in the country. Let's see how that natural sound sounds. Okay, let's try the Rode. Okay, so now I've got the mic right up to my mouth, and that's going to be night and day. You're going to hear a big difference. And another thing, when you're using the mic like this, you have to be very careful. It's very sensitive. If you tap it with your fingers, that's going to be transferred, and you're going to hear that. So practice using these mics like this, and do a test before you go out and do some serious video production, where you're maybe interviewing somebody or. And speaking of interviews, what I've done for years as a one-man band, over the years, if I had a budget, I'd hire a cameraman, and I would do audio, which mostly entailed holding a shotgun mic. But what I've done for years is when I wanted to do an interview with somebody, if I felt like they were busy and I didn't have time to hook up my wireless lav mic, the mic I was using just a little while ago in the office, I would just lock my camera off and get my subject 3 or 4 feet away from the camera, and I would just hold the mic out and get it right underneath his mouth, and it works great. I've done documentaries that have screened at festivals and aired on broadcast television. I recently did a series for a regional broadcaster, and I shot everything by myself, and that's how I did the interviews for the most part. Especially if you're run and gun, or if it's just a quick interview clip, and your subject doesn't want to have to go through the hassle of putting a lavalier mic on. It works really good. Or if you're a vlogger, I know there's a lot of vloggers out there, this is a way for you to get a little bit away from your camera so that people can see your natural environment, whatever that may be. It might be a city backdrop, or for me right now, it's my natural country setting. So it's really handy that way. Okay, everybody. Thanks for watching. I hope that helps. Just again, I just want to tell you, $70. You're not getting a professional microphone. When you see the reporters in the field using shotgun microphones with the windsocks on them, and they're a lot bigger. They're 12 inches or whatever. They're quite a bit bigger. You're looking at $200 upwards. I've got a shotgun mic that a tech friend actually gave me, um, a Bear shotgun mic that actually goes for $800. So when it comes to mics, it is a case of, you get what you pay for. And to just, and, to touch on that, I know there is a cheaper version of this mic, this same style of mic out there that you can get for $30 or whatever. And I researched that a little bit, and I guess they're pretty good. But I found a lot of negative comments online where people were having problems, and I just thought for another $30, I'd get the Rode. Rode's a brand that's been around for a long time. So, in my opinion, spend $30 and get the Rode. I think it's probably gonna, be a better mic for you. Anyway, so thanks for watching, and I hope some of those tips in there help. Using an extender cable so you can get the mic off the camera close to your face. It's night and day. You can hear it's night and day. That's really gonna help your production values. Just learn how to use the mic so that you don't get too much mic noise on there. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Check out some of my other videos. I've got a series on professional video production. I do a review of the Insta360. I review it and compare it with a GoPro Hero Black 7, as well as lots of other stuff up there. And I'm going to do, I'm waiting for an underwater case for my Insta360. I'll do a review of that, and I'll demo it so you can see what effect it has on the image. And I want to demo it outside too, using it as an alternative. It's only a $22 underwater case, thinking that it could be an alternative to the lens guards that apparently, interfere with your image and things like that. So I will demo it in and out of the water so you can check that out. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.